Hello everyone. You've probably seen a few vlogs get posted at this point, or maybe this is the first one, I don't know. But I always like to record these on my days off. Today is a day off. Yesterday I just posted a video where I played all those Spider-Man games, if you saw that. Kind of upset, I'm not gonna lie, or especially yesterday. I wouldn't say I'm completely over it right now, but the video is absolutely flopping. It's a 10 out of 10. So if you don't know too much about YouTube, whenever you post a video, it gives you a ranking out of 10 based on how it's performing compared to your last 10 videos. If I post a video, right, after the first 30 minutes, I'll get the results back, and let's say it has like 50,000 views in the first 30 minutes, that'll be a 1 out of 10 because I've never pulled 50,000 views in the first 30 minutes of posting. But if it has like 2,000 views, and that'll be like a 10 out of 10 because I've never pulled 2,000 views in the first, well, I have early on in my channel, but since my last 10 videos, I've never pulled that low views in the first 30 minutes. And I think the video had like 3,000 views after 30 minutes, which was really bad for me. And the video at the top, which was the 1 out of 10, had 10,000 views in the first 30 minutes. So yeah, you can see the discrepancy there. Right now it has, I think 70 something, that like 75,000 around there. It hasn't been 24 hours since I dropped it, but it's a 10 out of 10 still. Like all my last 10 videos at this amount of time after publishing has had more views than that one. So it's a flop, basically. It's just a flop, underperformer. I posted 2 videos in January, which both kind of underperformed as well. And so I've been really trying to get momentum back, which is why this title of this video is time to bounce back, because I really do have to bounce back, and I know where I messed up, and I just have to be better. Like, I shot myself in the foot, not literally, but like I'm shooting myself in the foot with some of these videos I'm making, and I'm making like stupid mistakes where this month I've committed to trying to correct those. It's just like, it can be hard to try to fix mistakes that you make. And so like when I saw that 10 out of 10, seeing a 10 out of 10, whenever you post a 10 out of 10, especially for me when I put 2 weeks into a video, hundreds of hours into recording and editing, man, it's like a tragic feeling, because you're like, I put so much time and effort into this, and like it's just not being received well. It's a tragic feeling. It sucks. That's like one of the worst feelings, to see that. But to see a 1 out of 10 is like the best feeling. And I'm not perfect. Like, I have flaws as a human, as a man. I have flaws, and as mentally resilient as I am, sometimes in a moment things can get tough. And like yesterday, I was like, man, like, oh, I was like so upset. I was like, I really just posted a 10 out of 10. I worked so hard on this and it's flopping. Like, oh man. But you know, with the right mindset, knowing how to deal with things like that, you bounce back from it. Like, you get out of your own head and like not add it, like don't add your opinions to the facts. I actually made a whole video about that like a long time ago. But like, I can post a 10 out of 10 and then I can say, oh man, I'm ruined, like I'm falling off. In reality, that's not the case. Like, just because you post 10 out of 10 or you have a couple flop videos does not mean that you're falling off or that you're ruined. At least if you know what you're doing and if you have the right mindset, which I know what I'm doing with my channel. I make mistakes, but with those mistakes I learn more, right? And I have the right mindset. But because I'm not perfect, I am gonna make mistakes, and I am gonna have times where like I feel upset because of a video's performance. So what I'm currently trying to do is just correct those mistakes that I made in January and with this past video, and just be better. Momentum is super huge on YouTube, and kind of lost it, but I'm like doing my absolute best to get it back. And once I get it back, I'm gonna capitalize on it better than ever before. But this video is to show you that even the most mentally resilient people, such as myself, will have times where I'm like, man, like that sucks, you know? Like, but bounce back, like get out of your own head and realize that just because you made one mistake does not mean you're absolutely ruined. I said earlier about not adding my opinions to the facts, right? So that's a concept I read about in a book called Psycho-Cybernetics. I've read this book twice. It's like my top 5 of all time, and it's a really good book, really good psychology kind of book. Helps with like goal setting, goal achieving. But one of the concepts it talks about is not adding your opinions to the facts. So if something happens, right? So for example, let's take me as an example. I posted a 10 out of 10, right? And it's a flop video. Someone else can say, oh, I posted a 10 out of 10, I'm ruined, I'm falling off. But that is an opinion. Like, saying you're falling off or saying you're ruined is an opinion. The fact is I posted a 10 out of 10. My opinion would be that I'm falling off or that I'm ruined. So don't add your opinions to the facts. I'm hoping the next video is a lot better. I have it planned already. I already know what mistakes I made. It's gonna come out a lot sooner, like between the upload spaces or the gaps of uploads. So it should be good. I'm not sure how it's gonna rank out of 10 really, but I hope it's, you know, on the higher side. And if it's not, that'll be tragic. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably beat myself up for it for like an hour or two, or maybe a little bit longer, maybe that the same night that I post it. But the next day, what else can I do aside from just like start working on the next one and continuously try my best? Like, is all I can really do, because quitting is not an option. Giving up is not an option. Sulking in negative emotions is not an option. That's not gonna get me anywhere. So we're gonna keep trying.